finally, I'm the last speaker. You guys can't wait to get out, right? And bear with me, don't fall asleep. So first, I want to thank Anutin for inviting me to my very first type conference. I've never been to a type conference, so I feel like a stranger in a non-stranger land because I use type a lot. And I would be maybe your proofs of whatever you've designed as type designers. But be kind to me because I might have screwed up with kerning and whatever. So bear with me. My name is Yao Ling, and I'm from Singapore, and I run a small brand design studio in Singapore called Foreign Policy Design. And we use design, strategy, and storytelling to help solve problems for our clients. And of course, we use type. And type is important, of course, because it's the ingredient and the voice of any kind of brand identity, as you guys have known. And I feel like it's super important because with consistent use of typography, we can help the brand identity to get to the right place. And for me, it's the silent storyteller behind any kind of effective brand visuals. So today, we have 20 minutes to try to go through maybe 3 projects that we've done to probably help me help you see the proofs that we are able to perhaps use font in the right way, hopefully. Don't kill me. In conveying the brand identity for our clients. And the first project is how we are able to encompass new encompassing the old, which is a project that we did for this thing called Figment, which is essentially a co-living concept, but it's done in a shop house environment. And shop houses, I think, those who live in Southeast Asia would be familiar. These are like remnants of architecture left by our colonial friends who were with us 100 years ago. But these are beautiful and super valuable. I know in Singapore it is. So it's multiple effects in terms of value. And then my client going to have been using them since COVID they started before COVID as a co-living concept that is very different from how co-living is done in high-rise. And these are targeted at expats coming to Singapore who are here transient 1 or 2 or 3 years. And these people are very mindful that they want to be in Asia to be immersed in the lifestyle. And the only way to do it is to stay in a shop house and not in a regular high-rise environment. So, and it's very clear that for the client that he wants to retain the kind of nostalgic relationship with the history of the shop house, as well as his ambition to expand this to other sort of symbolic, iconic houses in the rest of Southeast Asia or Asia. So with that in mind, we started to help him to craft an identity based on a very simple idea of the roofs, which is housing, the basic foundation of the house. And that gave rise to our logo here, which we've used this Pengram font called Migra, I'm sure you guys know. And we've combined it with the different little symbolic roofs that we made for how we could imagine for each city that the client would eventually expand to. And the reason why we picked this font is obviously the desire to connect to history, but yet not disconnecting from the younger generation and the current sort of contemporary world. So it doesn't look too old. Actually, it feels very refreshed, even though it's a calligraphic sort of typeface. And how we tie this together is to use graphic distillation from the tiles that's found in the shop houses, or the architectural shapes. And these things are, you can see later on, we've sort of used them in like the stems the different sort of graphic treatment, we've embedded them to this collateral system, which is actually not a huge project since the project actually launched kind of pre-COVID. So basically, we helped them build like a welcome kit that consists of a Metro card, some postcards, stickers that we've always been able to cleverly use to match with the client's budget, because you can use them on anything. And this is the welcome kit for anyone who come in, and we made the wrapping paper for them. And we also curated the gifts inside the kit, where they're all crafted or designed by Singaporeans, designers or craftsmen. So the stamps are also used on business cards so that they are very different and special, hopefully. The business cards. And of course, we designed the toiletries. So it's not a huge project, but we had fun doing it, and hopefully did not butcher the font. The second project is what I call breaking traditions and breaking rules to create authentic narrative. And if you look at this, I think you guys might kill me because there's a widow, right? There's a reason why we did it, because our client is a Mexican restaurant owner, and this restaurant this is actually not a new project, but I really wanted to showcase it because I wanted to show that we did break the rules, the cardinal rule of many type font rules. The client wanted to build a Mexican street food restaurant that is really authentic and really, really like, when you enter the restaurant, you feel like you're in Mexico, right? So we figured that we will build them font or logo that is hand-drawn and using very colorful ingredients. And so these are applied to, we hand-drawn this. To the interiors and exteriors of the restaurants, as well as applying them to all the identity applications, the wrappers and the menus. And you can see that we had the opportunity to make a lot of different posters, and if you look at the posters carefully, a lot of the type are very imperfect. And that's exactly where we're getting to. It's really to not follow the rules, because we are building that authentic voice for the kind of audience that we're trying to attract, and to create that authentic experience. And these are all over the restaurants, and we had to distress and make the posters look old and used. And the handwritten font may not look perfect, but the layer of experience is there. Being the first street food Mexican restaurant in Singapore, for them it is super important to create that kind of experience. I mean, they have really good food, but they also want to bring good experiences. So even with the tabletop table, this is like a number. And you can see that the R's none of them look the same, because that's intentional, hand-drawn. And we did that on everything. It was a fun project because it is okay to be imperfect. The only thing that we needed to be consistent is probably the menu and the information part of the business card. But other than that, everything was hand-drawn, scanned, and pretty much that was what we were working with. The client was very on board as well. They often were in Mexico. They always bring us back inspirations and posters and stuff from Mexico to inspire us. And this is, we had a whole slew of menu that we did, which was really good because the client really gave us a lot of space and a lot of freedom to help them build this brand. I think we are all on the right sort of track to want to create the same experience that both vision to make it happen. So yeah, even with the menu, we just use very simple, sometimes free, fonts, but that is really to create that experience that we want to convey. Yeah, this is that. It's really all over. It's a different scale of project that what I shared before. The client was really like, let's go all out and everything. We even created like the scarf. The scarf was we designed the patterns, and they were able to make them in Bali, and the shirt as well. I don't think I have it here, but yeah, there was a really fun project that we could break the rules and have fun with. Yep. The next project is a quite recent project that we, and I think you guys might be the first one that I'm talking about this project. So this is a project that we helped a climbing gym in Singapore to make their first mark in the industry. So I feel like designers have to move with times, and sometimes we have to adapt to whatever consumer behaviors that is happening at that time, trending at that time. So we have to, this project really sort of make us think about how we can use type and how we can adapt it such that it creates that relatability and to their customers. So this is a climbing, like I said, this is the climbing and bouldering gym that we did for this company called Project Sand. Sand is obviously, I don't know do you guys climb or boulder? If you do, you know the word sand, right? So it's about creating a brand that we can relate to their customers. I'm gonna sit down. So the owners are very young people, and the target customers are also quite young, and we don't want to lose sight of that. And pretty much what we want to do is to create something that is that they can relate to. And one of the things that they kept on emphasizing is that this gym is not just about climbing, but also about a community building. And so every element that we build here would be relating to that, and also relating to its vibrant nature of climbing. And so here, perhaps to a type purist, this is hell. Again, it's breaking the rules because I'm stretching the type. Yeah, I'm stretching the type, and the thing is, if you notice or if not notice, the typeface is actually a default font in a computer, Arial Bold. I don't know why you did that, but we did that. The heart of the identity is really sort of a dynamic logo type, so that it's really serving as that centerpiece that we're trying to do. You can see that we also want to make sure that, branding is not just about visual branding, but it's also about the verbal branding. So we play a lot with the words, using the words, the technical words of climbing. We turn them in a punny way so that it attracts, it retains the relatability of their customers or their audience. And I think it's been quite successful. Since it's open, it's been a hit. And there's also a thing that we needed to adapt to is because of our current situation, after COVID especially, or during COVID, the digital medium is such an important medium, especially social media, right? So we have to develop all the social media, Instagram templates, you could say, a direction for them. And these are very important because this medium even begs us to make sure that the motion part of it is there, because nowadays the attention is short, and what's going to jump out to attract attention is some kind of motion, some kind of energy, right? Especially that it relates it to the brand. Obviously, it has a website, and we further expanded the brand identity and the voice to the website. Yeah, during the launch, we also had a chance to play with AR. This is just something that extra that we proposed to do since it's fun. So we played. I mean, obviously, we stayed true to creating typographical posters on a flat surface, but we also try to make it fun. Obviously, this has been translated to lots of merchandise because young people love merchandise: T-shirts, stickers, socks, hats, and we played with all the different verbal puns. Yeah, it was fun for the team as well. Stickers are a big thing for some reason, so we were able to translate that to stickers and games. I think that's all for me, but I just wanted to share that this thing is quite important for me. Is our job as a designer is really to help the brands to convey the kind of experience and to the audience quite accurately. So sometimes there needs to be some flexibility in the kind of strategy that we are adopting. And the other thing is you need to know the rules well before you can break them. So that's all. Thank you so much.